Good morning, students of class 4. Students, I am sure all of you are happy and healthy. Students, in my last video, I had completed and written exercise B. Answer the following questions briefly of lesson 5, Gulliver's Travels. And today I am going to continue with the remaining exercise of lesson 5, Gulliver's Travels. So all of you, please take out your English notebooks and your Wordsworth English Reader book. Turn the page to page number 39. Students, please take out your English notebook and your Wordsworth English Reader book, as I'll be continuing with the exercises of lesson 5, Gulliver's Travel, page number 39. Children, first of all, I'm going to read this lesson once again for you. Then I'll revise exercise B, that is answer the following questions briefly, and then I'll be starting with exercise C. So please listen to me carefully. Turn to page 39, lesson 5, Gulliver's Travel. I'm only 42 years old. Still, I have already had many strange adventures in my travels to far-off lands of the world. Strange adventures aren't what you expect from someone named Dr. Lemuel Gulliver. But being a doctor in London just didn't satisfy me. Traveling to distant lands in the world always fascinated me. So after qualifying as a doctor, I signed up as a ship's doctor and spent 3.5 years sailing around Europe. I accepted an offer from the captain of a ship named Antelope to be ship's doctor on a voyage to the South Seas. We set sail from Bristol, England on May 4th, 1699, and after peacefully crossing the South Seas, we were hit by a violent storm off the west coast of Australia. Poor food and too much work while braving the storm caused the death of 12 of our crew and weakened the rest. So when the wind drove us onto some rocks and split the ship apart, only 6 seamen, myself included, had enough strength to get a lifeboat down into the sea and row clear of the ships and rocks. Suddenly, a strong blast of wind from the north overturned our little boat and scattered my companions. I never laid my eyes on them again. I began swimming in whichever direction the wind and the waves pushed me. I don't know how many hours I spent struggling, but just when I was completely exhausted and water seemed to be filling my lungs, my feet suddenly touched bottom. I took in several mouthfuls of air and looked up to heaven. It must have been about 8 in the evening. The storm had decreased and there was enough light to make out land about a mile away. I spent the next 2 hours trying to drag myself towards the shore. I was so weak and tired when I finally limped out of the sea that I dropped down on a patch of soft grass. Within moments, I was sound asleep. So students, this was the reading of the lesson, Gulliver's Travel. Now let's revise exercise B, that is answer the following questions briefly. Why did Dr. Gulliver sign up as a ship's doctor? The answer is Dr. Gulliver signed up as a ship's doctor because traveling to distant lands in the world always fascinated him. Dr. Gulliver signed up as a ship's doctor because traveling to distant lands in the world always fascinated him. Question 2. What happened to the Antelope? Answer is a violent storm hit Antelope and strong winds drove it onto some rocks which split the ship apart. Again, I'm repeating answer 2. A violent storm hit Antelope and strong winds drove it onto some rocks which split the ship apart. Question 3. Why were there only 6 sailors in the lifeboat? The answer is poor food and too much work while braving the storm caused the death of 12 of the crew of the ship Antelope. So there was only 6 sailors in the lifeboat. Again, I'm repeating answer 3. Poor food and too much work while braving the storm caused the death of 12 of the crew of the ship Antelope. So there were only 6 sailors in the lifeboat. Question 4, the last question of this exercise. Describe Dr. Gulliver's struggle to reach the shore. Answer 4. After the boat had overturned, Dr. Gulliver began swimming in whichever direction the wind and the waves pushed him. For many hours, he kept on struggling, but just when he was completely exhausted and water seemed to be filling his lungs, his feet touched bottom. He had to take mouthfuls of air. The shore was still about a mile away. It took him another 2 hours to drag himself and reach the shore. Again, I'm repeating answer 4. After the boat had overturned, Dr. Gulliver began swimming in whichever direction the winds and the waves pushed him. For many hours, he kept on struggling, but just when he was completely exhausted and water seemed to be filling his lungs, his feet touched bottom. He had to take mouthfuls of air. The shore was still about a mile away. It took him another 2 hours to drag himself and reach the shore. Now students, let's start with exercise C. Exercise C has to be done in the book itself. So all of you please turn to page number 41. And exercise C is find antonyms. Find antonyms of the following words of the following words from the story. From now, there are some words given, and what are we supposed to do? We need to write the antonyms of the words given. Antonyms means opposite. The words which have got opposite meanings are known as antonyms. Fine? Like true, the antonym of true is false. So, now we need to write the antonyms of the given words. And we need to find the words from the lesson itself. The first word is familiar. Familiar. Familiar means known, जिसको हम पहचानते हैं. And the antonym from the lesson of the word familiar is strange. Strange means unknown, not known to us. So, the opposite of familiar is strange. Familiar, strange, strange, familiar. Then, the second word is nearby. And there are two antonyms of the word nearby. One is far and the other one is distant. दो बुक में वर्ड्स हैं जो दोनों nearby के antonyms opposite से, और हम दोनों को ही लिखेंगे. Fine. The antonym of far is nearby. The antonym of distant is also nearby. So, nearby, far, nearby, distant. If you wish, you can write one in the exam, but for now in the notebook you need to write both the antonyms so that you remember कि ये दोनों words किसके antonyms हैं? Nearby. So, nearby, far or distant. Then the third word is calm. Calm मतलब peaceful, एकदम शांत. शांत, peaceful, इसको calm बोलेंगे. And the antonym of calm is violent. Calm, violent. Then the fourth word is strong. And the antonym of strong is weak. W-E-A-K, weak. Strong, weak. Then the fifth word is assembled, and the antonym of assembled is scattered. Assemble करना मतलब गैदर करना, कलेक्ट करना, इकट्ठा करना, और स्कैटर करना मतलब किसी भी चीज को बिखेर देना, छितरा देना. गॉट इट? सो असेंबल, स्कैटर्ड, assemble, scattered, and then the last word is energized. Energized, full of life, full of strength. And energized का opposite क्या होगा? Again, two words are there in the lesson. One is exhausted and the other one is tired. दोनों ही energized के antonyms हैं. Clear? Exhausted or tired. Energized, the antonym is exhausted. Energized, the antonym can be tired. Exhausted or tired, these are synonyms and they are the opposite of antonym of energized. So let's revise these antonyms once again. The first one is familiar, the antonym is strange. Familiar, strange, strange, familiar. And you need to learn vice versa. ये word आएगा तो ये लिखेंगे, ये आएगा तो ये लिखेंगे. Then the second word is nearby and the antonym is far and distant. ये दोनों far and distant, they are synonyms, but both of them are antonyms of the word nearby. So nearby far, nearby distant, distant, nearby far, nearby. Then the third word is calm and the antonym of calm is violent. Calm, violent. Then the fourth word is strong and the antonym of strong is weak. Strong, weak, weak, strong. Then the fifth word is assembled and the antonym of assembled is scattered. Assembled, scattered, scattered, assembled. Then the sixth word is energized and the antonyms are exhausted or tired. So tired, energized, exhausted, energized. Got it? And please ensure that you write these spellings correctly. This exercise, again I'm telling you, has to be done in the book itself. इसको आपको notebook में बेटा नहीं लिखना है. So please do this exercise in the book only. Fine. Now please take out your notebooks as I'll be writing framed sentences. We have completed all the three exercises of comprehension. Now I'm going to start with framed sentences. We have learned many new words in this lesson. We know the meaning also. Now we need to know how to use those new words in our sentences, in our language. Clear? So this exercise has to be done, children, in your notebook. So all of you, take out your notebooks, give the heading frame sentences. Okay, and the first word for frame sentences, adventures. ADVENTURES. Now, what do you mean by adventures? Unusual and exciting experiences. बहुत unusual and exciting experiences को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Adventures. So the meaning of adventures is unusual and exciting experiences. And then now let's frame a sentence. We all have heard about Sindbad the Sailor. So let's write the sentence Sindbad, name of a person, proper noun, and you all need to know that you always begin a sentence with capital letter. So Sindbad's life was full of adventures. Sindbad's life was full of adventures. Fine. I hope all of you have written this sentence, and please ensure you must begin with a capital letter. end with a full stop, and after each sentence you're supposed to draw a parting line using a scale and pencil. Clear? So our first sentence is Sindbad's life was full of adventures. Always begin with a capital letter and end your sentence with a full stop. Clear? तो हमारा first word क्या है? Adventures. What does this mean? Unusual and exciting experiences. And the sentence is Sindbad's life was full of adventures. Done? Now, the second word for make sentence is distant. Distant का मीनिंग क्या है? Far away, बहुत दूर, है ना? Distance से ये word distant बना है. So, our sentence is traveling. Traveling C capital. You need to know that you always begin with a capital letter. So, traveling to distant. Traveling to distant lands in the world, always fascinated me. लेसन में डॉक्टर गिलवर के बारे में सेंटेंस है, बट आई एम श्योर ऑल ऑफ यू मस्ट बी फैसिनेटेड दैट यू ऑल वांट टू सी द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. सबकी इच्छा है कि हम पूरी दुनिया घूमें, डिफरेंट प्लेसेस देखें. सो ट्रैवलिंग टू डिस्टेंट लैंड्स इन द वर्ल्ड ऑलवेज फैसिनेटेड मी. फाइन. So you need to know that you begin the sentence with a capital letter and you end with a full stop. So the second word is distant for make sentences, which means far away, बहुत दूर. And the sentence is traveling to distant lands in the world always fascinated me. Fine. I hope everybody has written the sentence. Now, the third word for make sentence is split. Split means break apart. कोई भी चीज जो टूट जाती है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? स्प्लिट. SPLIT, split, which means to break. And the sentence is after the accident, his bicycle split into two parts. This is the sentence. After the accident, his bicycle split into two parts. कि एक्सीडेंट के बाद साइकिल जो है दो पार्ट्स में टूट गई. क्लियर? सो दिस इज आवर थर्ड सेंटेंस ऑन द वर्ड स्प्लिट. Split means to break. And our sentence is after the accident, his bicycle split into two parts. I hope all of you have written. Now, the fourth word for make sentences is exhausted. Exhausted means बहुत थक जाना. Extremely tired. बहुत ज़्यादा थकने को क्या बोलते हैं? Exhausted. EXHAUSTED. Exhausted means extremely tired. Now, the sentence is the long जर्नी, जर्नी जानते हैं ना, हम सफर करते हैं, यात्रा करते हैं, उसको जर्नी बोलते हैं जब हम ट्रैवल करते हैं. सो द लॉन्ग जर्नी exhausted the children. This is our sentence on exhausted. The long journey, the spelling of journey is Journey, and the sentence is the long journey exhausted the children. The long journey exhausted the children. Now I hope all of you have written these 4 sentences, keeping in mind that you always begin with a capital letter and you end a sentence with full stop. Then you need to draw parting lines after each sentence, and the parting lines have to be drawn properly on the line itself. I am going to revise these 4 sentences, then I am going to erase and write the 5th word. The first word is adventures, which means unusual and exciting experiences, and the sentence is Sindbad's life was full of adventures. Now the second word is distant. Distant means far away, and the sentence is traveling to distant lands in the world always fascinated me. Then the third word for make sentence is split. Split means to break, and the sentence is after the accident his bicycle split into 2 parts. Put a full stop at the end. Then the fourth word is exhausted, which means tired, and the sentence is the long journey, Journey, exhausted, Exhausted, exhausted. Children, the 5th word for make sentence is violent. And what do you mean by violent? Violent means very forceful and powerful. कितनी बार हम जो मार पिटाई है या डिशुम डिशुम है उसको भी कहते हैं ना कि बहुत वायलेंट है, ये जो लड़ता झगड़ता है, बहुत लड़ाई झगड़ा करता है, उसको भी हम वायलेंट कहते हैं. एंड आवर सेंटेंस इज द film contains, film जानते हो ना, मूवी को बोलते हैं. So the film contains some violent, VIOLENT, violent scenes. कुछ मूवीज में बहुत मारधार लड़ाई झगड़ा होता है कि नहीं? सो आवर सेंटेंसेस, द फिल्म कंटेन्स सम वायलेंट सीन्स, एंड प्लीज एंश्योर दैट यू ड्रॉ पार्टिंग लाइन आफ्टर ईच सेंटेंस यूजिंग अ स्केल एंड pencil. Your first letter of the sentence should always be capital. You always begin with a capital letter. You always begin a sentence with a capital letter and end with a full stop. So our first sentence was on adventures, and the 5th sentence is on the word violent. And violent means extremely forceful and powerful. And the sentence is the film contains some violent scenes. Now the 6th word is scattered. SCATTERED. And scattered means to spread in different directions. अलग अलग directions में छितरा जाने को scattered बोलते हैं. Now the sentence is toys and books were scattered. Toys and books were scattered around the room. Toys and books were scattered around the room. रूम में बुक्स और खिलौने पूरे scattered थे. So scattered means to spread into different directions, and a sentence is toys and books were scattered around the room. So with this, we have completed our 6 make sentences on the new words of this lesson. And I'm sure all of you have completed these sentences neatly in your English notebook. Now children, I'm going to start with language structure exercises. Now, turn the page to page 42, language structure exercise. Okay. Okay. Now, language structure exercises. The first exercise is write any 5 adjectives from the story along with the nouns they describe. What are adjectives? Children, adjectives are describing words. वो words जो describe करते हैं, किसी चीज का color बताते हैं, किसी चीज की quality बताते हैं, किसी चीज का shape बताते हैं, size बताते हैं, quantity बताते हैं. ये नाउन को, प्रोनाउन को डिस्क्राइब करते हैं. इनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? एडजेक्टिव्स डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड्स. जितने भी कलर्स हैं, नंबर्स हैं, वो वर्ड्स हैं जो किसी चीज के बारे में उसके शेप, साइज, कलर, क्वांटिटी, क्वालिटी बताएं, वो सब क्या है बेटा? एडजेक्टिव्स. नाउ क्वेश्चन नंबर ए इज दिस एक्सरसाइज हैज टू बी डन इन द नोटबुक बिकॉज देयर इज नो स्पेस इन द बुक टू राइट. सो the exercise is write page number 42. Write any 5 adjectives. Write any 5 adjectives from the story. इस लेसन में से हमको 5 adjectives ढूंढने हैं और लिखने हैं. Story along with the nouns they describe. Along with the nouns they describe. और nouns भी लिखने हैं जिनको वो adjectives describe करते हैं. सो हमें 5 एडजेक्टिव्स इस लेसन में से ढूंढने हैं और लिखने हैं. सो टेक आउट योर नोटबुक्स. एडजेक्टिव्स एंड नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू राइट द नाउन्स दे डिस्क्राइब. ठीक है. आपकी फर्स्ट एडजेक्टिव इज स्ट्रेंज. स्ट्रेंज और स्ट्रेंज एडजेक्टिव है, किस नाउन को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है? एडवेंचर्स. सो वी राइट ओवर हियर एडवेंचर्स. स्ट्रेंज एडजेक्टिव है और ये किसको डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है? इट इज डिस्क्राइबिंग द नाउन एडवेंचर्स. स्ट्रेंज एडवेंचर्स एडजेक्टिव और नाउन है. स्ट्रेंज एडजेक्टिव है जो किसको डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है? जो एडवेंचर्स नाउन को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. Then the second adjective is distant and it is describing the noun land. तो क्या हो जाएगा? Distant land. Distant adjective है और land क्या है? Noun है. Then the third adjective is violent. और वायलेंट किस नाउन को डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है? स्टॉर्म. STORM. स्टॉर्म. सो वायलेंट इज द एडजेक्टिव एंड स्टॉर्म इज द नाउन. वायलेंट स्टॉर्म. स्टॉर्म नाउन है और उसको जो एडजेक्टिव डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है वो क्या है बेटा? वायलेंट. देन द फोर्थ एडजेक्टिव इज लिटिल and it is describing the noun boat. किसको बेटा डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है? बोट को. सो लिटिल एडजेक्टिव है बोट. लिटिल बोट, इट इज डिस्क्राइबिंग द नाउन बोट. देन द फिफ्थ एडजेक्टिव इज सिक्स. सिक्स नंबर, जितने भी नंबर्स हैं, कलर्स हैं, ये सब क्या है बेटा? एडजेक्टिव्स हैं. 6 and the noun is semen. नंबर बता रहा है सीमेन का, डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. तो 6 क्या हो गया? एडजेक्टिव, और सीमेन क्या हो गया? नाउन्स. सो ये हमने 5 adjectives along with the nouns they describe we have written in the notebook. The first one is strange, adventures. Second, distant, land. Third, violent, storm. Fourth, little, boat. And fifth, 6, semen. So with this we have finished our exercise A. That's all for today, students. I'll be continuing with the next exercise in my next video. Till then, all of you learn and revise the taught exercises. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.